Some people ask me why I exist. I think this is a good reason why I exist. Welcome, everybody, to the Idiots in a Room podcast. I'm your host, Chris Janke, and with me today is my good friend, my good companion, and my great co-host. What's your name again? I forgot.
Nicholas Van Voort, who is not having an existential crisis over doing this podcast. How's it going, man?
I am doing. I'm doing. I'm
right.
Still here. How about you?
Yeah, I don't know. It was rough the last half of November, but I've been doing better now.
Well, that's great. That's great to hear.
More on the up.
Wonderful. So today is going to be a little bit of a shorter podcast, so I think we should just jump right into our catch-up segments of the podcast. What have you been up to last month? So we didn't get to talk.
Yeah, because we haven't done one since early November.
Halloween. That was our last
Halloween. It was the Halloween special.
Yep.
All right. All of November. Jeez, man. That month's kind of flown by, I think.
It really did. I'm surprised.
Yeah. But, yeah, I've been up to a good bit of stuff. Writing a lot for this one story world, the 4 regions. I don't know how much I've talked about that on this podcast before, but
I don't think you've talked about that at all.
Yeah, well, it's one of the worlds I've developed. I've had it. I created it back in high school, end of my junior year.
Cool.
Off of just a one-off scene I wrote, and I expanded that into an entire world for those 2 characters to live in, and then a bunch of other characters also came to life. But yes. So
that's
I've worked
cool.
on that a good bit this month as well. Yeah, I think I tend to get into that mindset of that series. I usually get into grooves of certain things throughout the time of the year, I've noticed, and I get into a big writing mood in this year, usually for stuff I've worked on before back in high school. I'll revive one of those projects and work on it for a bit of the autumn, and then kind of go back to other stuff for the rest of the year.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've noticed that a lot of people in their movie going patterns and their writing patterns and their listening to music patterns, they tend to have a certain theme for each season of the year, just depending on what it's like. So
yeah, I don't know. I think it also depends on when you first see that thing.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, because it helps just kind of... Because it comes back into your mind of oh, I remember last year I was doing this, and then you get interested in it again, and
Right. This year, for instance, I got into Stanley Kubrick movies again at the beginning of summer, because that's around the time when I first saw 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Right.
So, yeah. It's kind of cool how that works out.
Nice. Yeah, I also visited my family this month. Not during Thanksgiving, but
I did see that you were in town for a little bit.
Yeah, and then we were planning to talk about that, and then we never got around to that until now. So, yeah, I was in... I forget what the days were, actually. Hold on. It was already 2 weekends ago where I was off for 3 days in a row, and I just decided, I'm probably not going to be able to make it down for Christmas. So...
oh, really?
Yeah, because I was working. There were games around that time, and I knew that I already was gonna spend some time with my roommates up here, so I figured it was all right.
Cool. Well, yeah, it'll suck not seeing you for Christmas if you don't come up, but
no, I think I'm gonna be there for Christmas. At
least
I'm really hoping I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not really any games going on around then, so I should be able to just... The only reason I might not make it is if they shift me for broadcast, but...
Oh, sure. How is it going with the games?
Football is over. Not like actually. They're doing playoffs for college football right now. But that is broadcasted under the rights of ESPN. And
Oh, wow.
WDAY, being an ABC affiliate, does not have the rights to broadcast the games. So, yeah, we still do a pregame show on Saturday mornings. We're in the studio, and we have the sports reporters out there with like 2 cameramen, and they run their little show out there before the game, and then they film and commentate stuff during the game for a radio show. But we can't broadcast it on television.
Interesting how those rights work.
Yeah, what we can do and can't do, I guess the negotiations there. I'm not entirely sure how they got to be that way, but
I think if I remember right, ABC is I was gonna say that's Disney, but I don't know. Maybe...
yeah, Disney does. I technically work for Disney. That's a very big technically.
That is kind of interesting because they own ABC, but they also own ESPN. So
so I don't know why there's a disconnect there, but I guess ESPN is just they're more sports, and I guess they want to keep it that way. So
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else going on with you up there?
What else is going on? I'm trying to think. I haven't done too much this month. Most of my friends have been busy because they're focusing on trying to graduate. So, and I've been busy with the games. Not as much anymore because football's done. Basketball's starting up, and I only have 1 or 2 of those per week. So I'm going back to working on the news broadcasts more as well, which I actually like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I get to be in touch with those coworkers again. I haven't seen them in months since I started the football stuff. So yeah.
And I've also been seeing you working a lot more on Third Floor North.
Yeah. Took a break from it in November, a lot of November, but Alex and I have started uploading stuff on there again, slowly. Once Alex has graduated in mid-December, I'm sure there's going to be a flood of videos for that month.
And that's going to be great because I'm really liking that content that's coming out.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it takes a while for some of those. Others we just throw together what we have because we're bored. It's honestly just a hobby to keep us from getting too bored.
All right. So if that's everything that's been going on in your life,
for me, then your turn.
Okay. That was a very sloppy segue. But not much has been going on with me. It's mostly been in like the last week or so. I'm still a cashier, and I'm still not really liking that. It's at this point, it's just a job again. When I was working in the produce department, I was actually enjoying it. Now it's just a job, so that's fun.
Wow.
But the big stuff is that I was in my grandma's wedding. That was interesting.
You were, did you play a role in it?
Yeah, I was an usher, and then at the reception, I was the MC.
Nice.
So that was interesting because there was a lot of drama surrounding it, as there is with most weddings.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of interesting drama, just considering that my grandma's been married 3 times.
Okay.
And, she should know, how to go about it at this point now.
Was she, really clueless?
Well, she wasn't really clueless. It was more her getting mad at everyone else. involved in it. So
Okay.
that's kind of what made it interesting. The Men's Warehouse people wanted to send her death threats by the end of it.
Oh my gosh. Threatening the old lady. Oh my god. Men's Warehouse.
Yeah.
Gentlemanly death threats. The new company slogan. We got a new sponsor for the podcast, by the way. Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, go to menswarehouse.com and type in the promo code I will kill everyone on the planet to get nothing off.
Murder your grandma for a 100% off discount on one item.
Mostly the ties.
Yep, mostly just the ties. It's not all of the items that are 100% off, but you get a good selection actually. So you get some of the hats. That's pretty cool.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, the belts. I think a few of the belts are $100% off. So,
those belts are really nice. They're like genuine leather.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal in all honesty. Makes it easier for them to strangle your grandmother with. As per the consequence of you using that promo code. Whatever it was we said earlier. Go check out our sponsors, Men's Warehouse.
Someday my grandma's going to listen to this. I just know it.
This one episode specifically.
Anyway, moving on from dead grandmas.
Yes.
The other big thing that happened was I found out that I am moving.
Whoa, where to?
Not too far from here, but it's still a process. We're actually showing the house like immediately after this podcast.
Cool. Okay.
So, we already they took pictures on Tuesday, I want to say, and they put the sale sign up with them, on that day. And then the pictures of the house went up today, and there have already been about 5 or 6 people that want to see the house.
Ah, damn, nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting thing. I don't know how that's going to turn out. It's all like very recent. Gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of the idea, but I'm willing to try it. So
okay.
But yeah, that's gonna be That's gonna be a interesting development the next couple of months.
Huh. All right. Yeah, you'll have to keep me updated on how that plays out.
Yeah. But otherwise, that's about all that really happened. Last month.
I forgot to mention one detail. Anyone who's listened to the past podcasts may notice that I sound different. I hope I do at least. I got a better microphone.
Yeah, I had noticed that when you logged on. How'd you get that?
It's a Blue Yeti. I got it as a part of a Black Friday kind of deal. So, yeah, I got it for like $45 off.
Awesome.
It was a pretty nice snag. I got it because a few days ago, actually, I voice acted for a story podcast that I'm going to be appearing in.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I actually wanted a better microphone for that and thought it would work good for the podcasts. It's called Tales from Somnium. I can send you a link for it later.
Okay, send me a link for that and I will put it in the description.
Yeah, the entire first season is on Spotify and a few other places, I think. And the second season's going to start coming out on the 1st of January, I think.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to be a part of it moving forwards.
All right. So we'll have to definitely be updated on that as soon as the new episodes come out.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see how that goes as well. I haven't done much voice acting before, but my history with regular acting. We've talked about it on here before, so
And of course, we've acted together before, which
Yeah.
I really hope we get to do again someday.
Yeah, that'd be cool. On a stage or
even in a movie or something.
That'd be nice. A movie, dude.
I love that.
I don't care if it's even a minor role. I'd just love to be like for a minute, like, hey, that's me.
All right, moving on. Now, Nick, on this show, I like to get deep sometimes, right? I'm a deep thinker, and that's why I introduced to this show our brand new recurring segments, Deep Thoughts. And I know you're a deep thinker too, and that's why it's perfect that you're on this show so we can share our deep thoughts. So,
All right.
I think I went first last time, so I will let you take the reins on this one.
Okay. I need to get myself into a meditative state before I can, achieve the meditative state. First, I must crisscross my legs and then stretch my toes outwards at a 90-degree angle. Now, this is gonna hurt, and you might hear a snap the first time you do it, but it's essential for getting into the state of deep thought that you need to be in order to be on the level that we are whenever we do this segment. So,
True.
just 90 degrees.
Oh, God!
Yep. Other foot now.
Oh! Ah!
Okay.
All right, that's over.
Keep them there. I don't think you'll have much trouble doing that. I forgot what the second step was. Chris.
Yeah, Nick.
I forgot how painful this was. I forgot how much pain you have to overcome to get to this meditative state. How have we been able to do it so easily earlier?
I don't know. This is the worst pain I've ever been in. Oh,
shit! God damn it! Do we stop? Do I call an ambulance for you? For me?
I don't know. I've never been in this situation
How does this work?
before.
I can't walk, man. I think I could like waddle, but I don't think I can walk.
Oh my god. We've twisted ourselves into a freaking pretzel.
Yeah, my leg is somewhere I didn't think it could go. I settle out of this position. Crack back. Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Right.
That's much better. Oh.
All right. What were we talking about?
We were talking about deep thoughts and how we have to be in that meditative state to achieve that enlightenment.
Shit.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, I don't want to go there again.
I don't want to go there again either.
Can we just like?
I
have an idea.
Okay,
what
shoot.
if for future segments of the show, we just make shit up and say that they're deep thoughts that we're having, right? Like, we can make it an improvised thing.
True. That's a good idea. That is a very good idea.
Yeah, then we don't have to pain ourselves every time we try to do this segment.
Exactly. You're a genius.
All right, cool. So I guess we'll have to cut out this part, but we need to transition to you in some way so that you can come up with a deep thought, quote unquote, so that we can start playing this off.
Okay. All right.
All right. So now that we've come down from our meditative stances, Chris,
yes.
Why don't you take it from here?
All right. So you know how in space it's a vast empty landscape.
Right.
If you have a baseball and you throw that baseball, it will go at the exact same speed the entire time it's in space until it hits something. So logically, if you throw a baseball in space, it could go forever and ever and ever until the end of time.
Yes,
and
that sounds good.
And not stop going at the same speed. Therefore, if you jacked off in space, your jizz would do the exact same thing.
I hadn't considered this. So, what you're saying is the potential for your lineage is always there.
Exactly.
You jizzed into space.
Exactly.
Because there's the potential. Okay. See, now this leads to an interesting societal change, because now do we have people whose job it is to, jizz into space to potentially save the human race someday?
I think that would be a very good job to do. Like, I mean, there are already people who get paid on Earth to do that. So
yeah, it's essentially we could just have the jizz from that go towards the space project. And then pornos will be saving the human race. Perfect. Chris, you have solved a lot of issues here. A lot of people can get meaningful work out of their lives now. Like, I know, no, this isn't to say, they don't have meaning to their work already. I'm sure many of them feel proud in what they do. However, you're saving the world as well. I feel like that just elevates the position astronomically. But so yeah. Anyways, that's a good one, Chris. You're onto something, man.
Well, thank you. I think that about does it for deep thoughts today.
Yeah, I think so too. We're going a bit too far today. Gotta slow down.
So now moving on from our deepest thoughts. They're just way down in the brain and they're coming up. Mm-hmm. I think we should talk about some things that are at the center of everyone's mind, and they're just waiting to get out. So this is the segment that I like to call News Break.
News Break. Yes, what is the news we're talking about today?
In the news, Dr. Oz is running for Senate.
Yes, okay. I remember this now. Yeah, because I saw it like a few days ago, and I was like, wait, what? Why is Dr. Oz here? Man, yeah, I do not support.
Well,
I'll say it right now.
Well, I think it would be interesting to have a doctor, in the Senate and maybe even go on to the White House. At the same time, Dr. Oz is a liar.
Yeah, he's actually a doctor, but he's also a huge, TV personality and kind of a businessman too, in a way, so.
Exactly. In his, go ahead.
Nah, you go.
Oh, in his campaign statement, he says, "I want to run for Senate to address the major issues we face in America, and the prognosis is good. I feel more upbeat about America today than I have in a long time. We have got to start seeing the divine spark in each other again." He said that on Fox News, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like the audience. So,
yeah. It's really weird that someone else who has no political experience wants to run for office. Well, 2016.
Yeah, the president did it. The previous president managed to do it. So I don't, and this isn't the first time that someone's done it for like a lower position either. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California for a while.
Yeah.
So, and Dr. Oz is running for the Senate here.
Yeah, that's very true as well. It's a really interesting thing to me, you know.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing that says you have to have political experience to hold the position, which it is interesting, but I think people with no experience should maybe participate on more of a local level first before trying to go farther on in the process.
If I could channel my inner Keemstar for a moment. Also in the news, there was another school shooting that happened the other day.
Yeah, gosh.
Like,
God damn it, man. The statistic is like over 650, I think, so far this year.
Yeah. It's weird, though. That's like the first one I've really heard about, which makes me sad because I feel like people aren't talking about it enough.
There have been a handful of shootings, I guess, at schools and stuff, but
yeah,
they all seem to just pop off for a day or two, and then
everyone just forgets about
together.
it.
Because there have been, I know, I've been at the news for the whole year. There have been other school shootings that we've reported about this year. I don't know, it's just happens more often than you think. So
one thing I will say is, I think you're more likely to hear about things like that in places where it could potentially happen, like at a school. When we were in high school, I don't know if this is the same for you, but I heard about just about every school shooting that happened. And I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that's the same for you, but now that you're in the news industry,
yeah, at first we were hearing about it a lot, but then I know as it went on, yeah, it felt weird. I know that we were in a transition of like how the media was covering the shootings, just because it was happening so frequently. They were starting to spend less time on it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this this segment a little bit short because apparently the showing is in a little bit, but we still have a couple minutes left.
Okay. What do you want to wrap up on?
I guess just future plans, like for the next couple of weeks until we talk again, because our next episode is going to be the Christmas episode. So,
right.
Which is hard to believe that's already going to be that, that fast.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy then. Hopefully I can be there to record it on Christmas or, all around there. So, but
yeah, I'm hoping to have you come over for a Christmas party. Towards the end of the year, whenever you do get back.
Yeah, I'll keep in contact with you.
All right, cool.
Work. But in the meantime, I am planning to take it a bit easier, I guess, on myself. I was a bit harder on myself the past month of like trying to get things done. But I think I tend to get that way around this time of year normally, because back when I was in school, this was around the time when I'd realized my grades were dropping and that I should really pick it up before the semester ends. So I don't know, maybe just that same spirit, kind of still getting over that. But
personally for me, I'm gonna try and push myself to do more this month. Like last month was my rest month. This month I want to get back into my full swing of, getting everything done that I want to do before the end of the year. So you can probably expect a lot more from the channel this month.
Cool. I'll try to keep an eye out for it then. Nice.
All right. I'll keep an eye out for yours too. And with that, I think that's about all the time we have, unfortunately. So thank you all so much for watching. Or listening, excuse me. I've been your host, Chris Janke, and with me again is...
First last Nameson.
Yes, first last Nameson, our favorite person on the show.
Once and forever.
And that is it for the Idiots in a Room podcast. Thank you for listening, and remember, I don't know. Goodbye.
Goodbye.